Hello, friends, and welcome back. Be excited about what's to come. I built modern slatted cedar planters for all of my plants cuttings from Florida. You want one too? Follow me and lessons anfangen.
Dirt on my hands, strong like a tree. There's roots where
I
I
always like to come up with ways to make some extra money to cover the cost of my projects. My newest endeavor is to grow cuttings from my plants that took over my farmland in Florida. They are beautiful, but just everywhere. So I decided to cut off some of the pieces and grow them, so everybody can have some. To make them more appealing, I built modern cedar pots to put them in for sale. As a first step, I took the cedar boards and ran them through the planer, just to get them smooth enough to not have to sand them that much. Then I sanded the boards, just to get rid of any rough spots left to get them extra smooth. And now, like always, let's have some fun.
And forth, move my body back 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 and forth. 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 Move my body back and forth.
And that shall be enough sanding. Awkward, it just gave me vibes of those sign flippers that stand on intersections. Yeah, no, I have no talent for that. Apparently, my ear protection is falling from the ceiling now. Well, they're needed anyways, so let's put them on. Once I sanded the board super smooth on the top and bottom, it was time to cut the sides off, since they were still a little rough. Once the board was smooth all around, I set the fence to a 2 cm width. I cut the whole cedar board into 2 cm wide pieces. Once I had a bunch of 2 cm wide long pieces, I used my table saw slat to cut them into shorter pieces. Those pieces will be the slats for the planter pots. Just gluing up the pieces in a 90-degree angle looked kind of boring to me, so I decided to chamfer the edges before gluing them up. I used my handheld router to do so. Oh yes, definitely the right decision. This one looks much better. Once all the pieces were cut, it's time for the glue up. Initially, I wanted to use small nails and glue. However, the nails I had were still too long, so I decided on just going with the glue. The glue I'm using is Type 13 and it's a pretty strong glue. I'm sure it's strong enough and the pots won't come apart. To space the slats evenly, I used a thin piece of wood that I stuck in between the pieces as I glued them up. I glued up the two side pieces first, let them dry, and then connected the other two sides to them. Alright, one planter is ready. And I like the outcome, so we'll duplicate the same one 7 more times before I glue them all up as well. I'd say es passt wie angegossen or fits like a glove. Here's another close-up of the first finished planter pot with a plant inside. Let's finish up the rest before applying the finish. And they're all done. Wouldn't it be nice if project would always be finished as quick as this one? I used different kinds of finish. I wanted one that brings the cedar color to life and tried out tung oil. But honestly, I don't like the color outcome. Instead of bringing out a reddish nice color of cedar wood, it made the planters look very dull. So I used Olympic water guard, wood stain and sealer instead. And I'm impressed with the beautiful rich color. And that means wir are fertig. Oh, and what a joy! We have the Price is Right girl join us today. Oh no, never mind, that's just me. Anyways, I like to show off my bills, you already know that. How do you like the outcome? Do you like it? Would you have changed something? If you like my video, please like, comment and subscribe if you have not done so. And most importantly, click the bell button to get notified of new videos. Unfortunately, a lot of my videos are demonetized. I receive no or barely any income on the others. Between coming up with projects, filming, building, editing, and everything else that's needed to be produced, it's pretty much a 24/7 job. So I appreciate to get any help I can get before I need to quit my channel. With that being said, if you are not a member of my Patreon yet, please consider subscribing. You won't be disappointed. It would help me out a lot to keep going. See you next Friday. Tschüss!